And hello, everybody. What a day it is. We are going to have some fun today. We have got a rock star of epic proportion who is like, I've only known a couple of guys like this, and I'll bring their names up throughout the show because they travel like Javier, and it is the coolest thing going. You've seen this guy all over the
I
world,
know,
haven't you?
it's true. I don't think I've ever met you in the same place twice, Javier. That's pretty cool.
So go ahead and introduce him.
Yeah. Javier is the international man of mystery based in Mallorca, right?
Yep.
Based in Mallorca, Spain. Hung out with us in Costa Rica. Hung out with you in Hawaii or Mallorca?
Hawaii.
In Hawaii.
And I've seen him in cities
Las
in the
Vegas,
United States.
everywhere.
He's just amazing.
Wherever you go, there is Javier.
But he's the kindest guy in the world. And everywhere he's going, he's building something big in his business. And the reason we wanted you on here today is because you are so young, so completely vibrant, so positive, but so monomaniacally focused on building your business, your organization, and your leaders that you'll literally go anywhere on the planet to help them. We think the entire profession needs more of that. So Javier, this is Adrian again. Welcome to the show.
Thank you so much. It's such an honor to be here. And then we're going to have a lot of fun during this time together. And yeah, thank you for the invite.
So I'm looking down, and a lot of people say, Tom, why are you always on your phone? It's because I'm putting out the show on all kinds of Facebook pages everywhere. So nobody get your hair in a Twitter and understand a hair in a Twitter. That's pretty good. I have no idea what that means, but I know this. We have got a guy for you that is going to show you the path for you to be able to travel the world, love your life, do it powerfully with a girlfriend or a fiance or a wife, and have all of the above. And I knew you when you were like 12, and it's been amazing watching you grow up. So let's just take it from the top. Javier, how you doing, man?
Doing awesome. We're here in Miami right now and can't complain.
So tell us about how you got into this crazy profession from Mallorca and how you have built that unbelievable dynasty all over the world from there. And don't be afraid to mention your upline or your coaches or your mentors. There's nothing that you can say that's going to piss me off. So just go, because I love you.
Awesome. So as Adrian was mentioned before, born and raised in Mallorca. It's an island in the Mediterranean. And as a good island boy, you dream to go out, to explore the world and to go different places. I always say I was the best student from the bottom, so I didn't really like school. I come from a military family, so for me, when I loved getting guidance, but I hate taking orders. And in school, I wasn't a good fit for me. And when I was 17, I opened a huge door, and I went to do my last year of high school in the U.S. in Michigan. So imagine going from a small town in Mallorca in Palma, never see snow in my life. Actually, one time it was a bit of snow. Actually, they were like a snow day. It was like almost like not even snow on the ground.
Yeah.
I went to Michigan. It was like a snow up to here. And there, the new world opened up to my eyes. And I want to travel the world. And I was like, okay, how I can travel the world and make money? For me, I was like, okay, make money in traveling. So I'm going to study to become a pilot. I went to the UK to work and save money. I went to different places also to work and save money. And I went to study that career. And it was a lot of fun. But I don't know if anybody had that feeling before. What you're doing is not really, you feel like that's not your path. So that was what I was feeling. I was feeling like this was not really my path, but I spent so much money, so much time in order to save up, to pay for the courses. I have way over 20,000 euros in debt through my studies. And I was like, I cannot throw everything on the floor. And I think also my hunger for becoming like financial independence comes from because I'm the fourth of four from divorced family, and my mom for me is my superhero. She worked so hard in order to give us everything, and to make the story short, I was working in a store in that moment, and a friend of mine, he was like, "You always talk about entrepreneurship. Have you read the book Rich Dad Poor Dad?" And I was like, "No, I haven't. I don't think the only book I wrote in my life was Harry Potter." And then
I read both.
and then I went to get it, and then what's a phrase is say network marketing or direct sales is the best way to start the way of entrepreneurship, learn about sales, and start creating independence. And for me, it was shocking because I heard about this profession for more than 7 years, and I was super negative. I was not skeptical. I was negative. I get like so many approaches, like almost every year, different companies approaching me. And I was like, no, 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 extremely negative. And then I read a book of a multimillionaire, and he took super high about this industry. I have like over 20,000 years in debt, and I'm very negative. And I would say, I'm not the smartest, but I can do 1+1. So I actually start doing my research about this profession, and actually I joined in February 2015. Wow. So it's been a bit over a decade right now. I joined a company in less than 9 months. That company closed down. I joined another company. I really didn't feel, I was 24. It was an anti-aging product. I didn't feel like that connection, But thanks to that, I met one of my huge mentors and one of my best friends, and he invited me to my company. I've been building now for the last 9 years.
Wow.
And you've got the blinders on, and all you do is travel pretty much event to event and leader to leader to support them, to give them the kind of lifestyle you've got. It could be cracked down that simple, right?
Yeah. And also I say, I found a different way of traveling. Instead of me being the cockpit, like I can enjoy as well. And then we can choose where to go, for how long. And what an amazing industry. Our goal is to help others to grow faster than we did. That's amazing.
Yeah, that is so cool. So I want to hear about those early days, right? Because you were like very skeptical. You read this book, you're like, okay, maybe the network marketing profession, maybe this is for me. I'm going to try it. But then you get 9 months in and your company goes out of business. Like that would have been a very easy time for like the old you to come back out and be like, oh, wait, never mind. Like this, I never should have listened. This is terrible. But you kept going. So why did you keep going when that happened?
So first, I recruit myself. In the case of like, I say I want to build this industry. I want to learn. I want to become professional with this. And then, do you married your first like girlfriend in high school?
Sure.
Probably not. We all get our heart broken. We all get like bad experiences, and companies like in traditional sector also up like they open and close. So I didn't see any different. And of course, we build, we put the time, we put the energy, we put the focus and the vision. But then I was like, okay, maybe that was not the path of this company, but I can learn. And thanks to this company also helped me so much what to look also later.
Sure.
So I'm so grateful for that experience because it helped me out to give me a different perspective when it comes to the profession.
So be real honest with me. Over 10 years, how many times have you thought of quitting?
Oh, 1,000 times.
No. You hear that, everybody? Because leaders quit. They do crazy stuff. Things happen just like in real life. But most people end up bailing the first time of trouble. But you've got to fight your way through it, Javier, right?
Yeah. And so I think, sorry, I didn't hear the question. Sorry, break down.
No, I just wanted you to expand on it.
Okay. Yeah. So I think like of course, sometimes, so many times we doubt ourselves for everything we do. Like, are we doing the right path, like the right thing? Are we good enough? And all the things. and you can quit, and the next morning you up again. So it doesn't, like, if you have done a bad shot, it doesn't mean you're gonna be a good bad player. So I think we all the things that happen along the way and make you thinking about quitting later becomes your best teachers. So I can actually look down when I was doing when I got all the hard times and all the moments I was questioning myself. And actually, I think things happen for you in order to grow, because later in the future you are going to have a team and they're going to face exactly the same thing. So imagine if you start in this industry, everything goes like perfect, like nobody saying no to you, nobody has quit on you, all the leaders, they join, they build the list, they call everybody, they do amazing ratios. Like imagine, like, all perfect, you didn't develop, you didn't grow. As soon as it's a problem, you cannot face the problem because you never went through. So when somebody comes with, oh, I have this thing happen, and you're like, that's strange, it never happened to me.
Right?
So I think all the challenges it happens, it really happen for us, for developing ourselves as a leader as well.
That's such a great point. And you're totally right. Your people are going to face these things. Your people are going to have doubts. Your people are going to have breakdowns. You're going to have people that don't want to do the work, or that and all the things are going to come up. And so for you to have faced that and to keep going and to persist through it gives you the ability to help others to do the same thing. And that's a huge deal. Yeah. So yeah, I love that. And so you're in this company 9 months, it goes away. You're kind of had this intermediate period. And then you talked about that you had like a mentor, you had somebody who invited you to the company that you have been with for some time now. So yeah. Where did you meet that person, and how, like, what was it about, what were the qualities about that person that really encouraged you to finally find your long-term home?
Yeah. So to a little grow up on that on the story on that one. So first, when I joined the company, my first company, it took me 4 months to make my first $20. So I put the time, I put the effort. I think it was like 600 euros or 600 euros to join. It was 180 euros to be active for the month, and it took me 4 months to make my first $20. And I can tell you, at this day, one of the best $20 I ever made. I actually, it was super fun.
Kissed that $20 note.
Exactly. And a funny story with this, I was living in Madrid in that time, but I went back to Panama, and I was with my family. Actually, it was the home with my mom, and I got like a message of this first check. And I remember I started like jumping and going crazy. Woo! And my mom, we have a very good relationship, and she's very sarcastic. And she was like, "Okay, what happened?" And it's like, look, $20. And she went to her purse, opened her purse, and gave me 20 euros, and said, "I keep the change. 20 euros is more than $20." And I said to her, "No, you don't understand. If I can do it one time, I can do 1,000 times. That means $20,000. Yeah. But funny enough, exactly same month, 4 years later, I made my first month with 20,000 euros. 4 years later. So 4 months, I made my first $20. The company closed down. Another like five months later, and I joined another company. And this guy, his name is Marco Pasanante. He's a legend. He's an amazing guy. And he was already very successful in that company. And I was actually going to a city. He was partially living in south of Spain. And I was going to another city, and he drove 4 hours to have a coffee with me and 4 hours back.
Wow.
When I saw this, somebody has the success I want to, somebody I really respect him. He actually did that just to have a coffee to meet. He got all the respect. We built a relationship. Right now, he's one of my best friends. He actually ceremony our wedding 2 months ago, and it's a person I'm grateful for life, for everything what he has done and all the development he gave me. So if it wasn't for the first company, I will never join the second, and I will never met him. Yeah. And then he opened up a door we're this company, and now we've been together, like building for 9 years on this. So,
Wow.
And you're married now.
and married. Yeah.
Hey, that's cool.
So did you meet her in network marketing, or was that some girl from Majorca?
Yeah, I met her through network marketing.
How happy he
It's,
looks.
I actually say, the typical sense to say never your downline, but they never say they not marry your downline. So, no, but jokes apart. Actually, it was so funny. I was running for a rank. And that was like 4 years ago. I was running for a rank, and I was like super busy with different Zoom calls. And then I got a call from one of my leaders and say, "Hey, we have this amazing woman, this amazing girl. Can we meet her?" And it's like, "I'm sorry, I'm with full of meetings, and the only thing I have like 20 minutes in between Zooms. Can we jump on a Zoom?" It's like, "No, we love if you can do it like physical meeting." And I was like, "Okay, I will have the Zoom meetings in the same place that you guys are gonna meet. I will introduce myself, be together for like 20 minutes, and then continue my Zooms. Is that okay?" It's like, yeah, okay. So I went there. I met herself, and she actually joined. She decided to start building, and her upline quit, and we started working together. And and then it started getting more connected. And 4 years later, we are married now.
Oh, that is so special. That's awesome.
Well, it's a beautiful thing, and we've met her, and she is such an absolute joy to be around. I want to pivot a little bit though. Trainings like Rob Sperry's Mastermind and GoPro and the ANMP and the various things that you attend to try to hone. You're $1 million earner. Is that true?
Yearly, not yet.
Okay.
But I have learned more than 1 million with this.
Okay, good. No. I didn't want to trap you into making an income claim that wasn't true. So I did that the wrong way, and I'm glad that I messed that up. So here's the deal, and I'm glad you told me. Here's the deal about that. That the way that you have gotten to the top is not believing you know anything, but be willing to listen to people that have done it and then go emulate what they're doing. And I happen to know a lot of your mentors, and I think that you are taking their advice absolutely literally. And I think that's why you have built the way you have. Don't you agree?
100%. I think is if you want a shortcut, learn from people that have already walked the path that you want to walk. And I've been blessed enough. I put myself in rooms where I was the dumbest, and I can learn from amazing people that have a greater experience that I had, and thanks to that, we as I say, it's been 8 years now. I've been able to go full time. For the last 6 years, it's been over 6-figure every year, and then a lot more has been happening. So I think mentorship is key, and then developing and learning and investing your money also to grow yourself. I think is key if you want
One
to
thing
be.
that's real critical here, everybody,
Hmm.
is as you get more successful, like Javier, or like Adrian, or like any of these people that are going up the ladder, everybody is going to try to recruit you into what their latest greatest deal is. And the temptation to listen is great. The temptation to join is even greater. And I am telling you, I just heard today about another one of those high flying companies doing an egregious thing to a bunch of their big check earners. And I just want you all to say and know deep in, if it's working, if your company's making the product, shipping the product, and paying on time, and you've been there a while and it feels a little stagnant and a little boring, stick around, because I am telling you one thing right now: longevity in this profession is a gift from God. How long has your company been around?
Mine in 20 years.
Yeah, 20 years. And if you go talk to 20 people in any way in the in network marketing whatsoever, there's a couple. I mean, it's just amazing to me. They're going to tell you that you're crazy, that it's too late, that you're getting in at the bottom, that you need to be at the top and all of that hocus pocus. And they take themselves and a lot of people over yet another cliff. And if they just would have stayed the course, Al Schreider says this, and so does Richard Brooke, and both of them credit the other guy with having said it. But what they say is find the company you're going to have problems with, join it, and never quit no matter what. Would you agree with that?
100%. Find a place where you can put a flag. It's it's the same thing with a relationship. I think like you find a place like somebody you want to have problem with, and not all the time it's going to be perfect, but you're going to grow, you're going to develop, and that's what is going to be fulfilled at the end, right? So I think it's important to choose a company and you do your diligence, and it's a company can be around for the next decades because you want to build it once, and because you know how hard it is to build it all the time, and also how many people we told them a dream, and then I think it's and then I see somebody like kangaroos jumping from company to company to company to company, and at the end of the day they are just creating a really bad reputation to a profession, and that way a lot of people they don't really take it serious. And I think if we become more professional with this, we actually we do the diligence, we choose a company, and we actually look to long run build. That's where really the financial freedom will come.
It's so hard because you listen to it. And the guy on the screen's Matthew Jameson. I don't know if you know him, but he's one of the great guys who did something which was so awesome. One time we won this giant trip to Cabo San Lucas, and we stayed at that Las Ventanas. Have you ever stayed there?
No.
It's the coolest hotel. They are so hoity-toity. They make the employees get in tunnels and go down in the tunnels underneath the resort, so the poor people, the rich people staying there don't have to be looking at them. That's how hoity-toity it is. So everybody brought their wives, and all the wives bought their prom dresses in the whole shot. And Matt brought the hottest, most unbelievably wild woman to this event. And we were all just in shock and acted like it was offensive, but he was the greatest. And Matt is an absolute living legend in my mind. And he's kissed a couple of frogs that haven't turned into princesses, maybe even that girl in Cabo. But I will tell you, the guy keeps trying, and I love him with all my heart. And that was long before he ended up in a relationship with the woman he's with now. So nobody go there. But yeah, Matt, I love you. And that story's almost true. Unbelievable. Love you.
That is so awesome. That's so awesome. So mentorship, one foot in front of the other. That's the way that you make this thing happen. And you've been at it with the same company for a long time. What are the things that you have learned you have to keep doing and never stop as a leader to be able to keep inspiring a team?
Developing yourself and keep building.
Yeah.
Developing yourself, keep always looking to learn, and as I said before, get into rooms so you're the dumbest and actually the one who earn the less, because that's where you're gonna learn more. And also keep building, because also I think it's so funny. Yeah, I think many of us, I'm not gonna say all of us, but many of us, we look into this industry for like freedom in some type of way, and then. But actually, when you actually start acquiring that some financial independence, some financial freedom, you see that's not the entire game. That's one of the part of the game, and it's so funny because some people, they just get some cash flow coming in, and now they would just want to drink margaritas on the beach. And I don't say nothing against that, but what I think. It's like somebody, like let's say a sport player, we from Europe, soccer is a huge. So let's say you play soccer for your entire life, you go to a high school, you go to uni, you do all the things, and once you start playing in the big leagues, then you say, oh no, I'm gonna stop now. So I think it's our duty as well to be out there, keep like building with example of being in the field and learning all the time, and keep learning, keep developing, and try to beat yourself as well, how fast you can build new lines or new groups, new teams, and having fun with this.
Yeah. And you build all over the world, and you have had, I think, a level of kind of international experience that not that many people have. What do what are some things that you see about network marketing doing it all these different places that maybe somebody who is only in the United States, for example, might not observe?
So I think that our profession is such a blessing in the sky, because it can teach you so many different things, and also you can learn from so many different cultures. And at the end of the day, you can see it doesn't matter, like for example, Dave in the UK, or somebody in the US, or somebody in Spain, or wherever. We all have dreams, and then one of the things we want at the end of the day, we want to be okay. We want our families to be okay, and it doesn't matter where we are. We actually all at the end, we all have dreams and desires. So I think of helping people to achieve their goals, helping people to achieve their desires. It doesn't matter where they come from, because it does, like, yeah, it can be some difference in cultural ways, but at the end of the day, deep down, humans need exactly the same. They need connections. They want fulfillment. They want growth. They want development. So I think at the end of the day, we take the differences, we all same. So I think that's key. And also, I think when we build internationally, I think it's super important to be willing to go internationally. So that's why first build locally. Build something so strong locally that when you go, that doesn't crumble, because that's going to be your foundation. And then go national, and then build around your nation, and then build something so stable that when you go aboard, you have great leaders taking over. Because I see also people that want to build all over the world, but yeah, these great tools, it helps a lot soon, but it's never like a close connection. So same thing, like for example, we met in Costa Rica, we met in Vegas. It's not the same thing. Being here, we can have a good time, but also is when we are connected person to person, it's a different energy, it's a different feeling. So that's why I think to build internationally, first build locally, nationally, and then focus internationally once you have this base done.
How big is Majorca?
So when it has grew a lot in the last years, but when I grew up there, we were like 300,000. Right now we are 1 million.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, it grew a lot.
Who's the most famous athlete to come out of Majorca?
Rafael Nadal.
That's what I was. And what do you think about him?
He's an amazing guy. Look, like coming up from a small town in Mallorca, is Manacor. His determination. He was so good in two sports. Like that's so odd. Like he was so good at soccer. He was so good at tennis. He focused on tennis. He conquered everything he conquered. And he is also stay humble, help also communities, and do so many things for the people. I think it's a great example for a human being. And when you see the retirement ceremony they did to him, it was beautiful.
The whole country was there, but that's kind of what you're trying to do in your own little way. And a little hometown boy went out there, wanted to become a pilot, realized there was a bigger dream than that, went out and executed that dream, became one of the best at what you do, never left Majorca, found a woman, brought her back there. Everything that he's doing, you're doing, and now you're going to have little babies running around, and it's going to be awesome, don't you think?
Yeah, that's going to be another chapter of life, and we'll be very happy when that happens.
That is cool. That is really cool. So yeah, what is it? You have this partner in life and in business, and you guys are doing this thing together. How has that changed things for you?
I think first it was challenging because, but then I think when we build it with a couple, it's super important to learn who is best at what, who is worse on what, and delegate between your team. You are not competing between each other, because at first you're trying to oh look, you have done this wrong, or oh, you have done this, and this is going to create chaos. It's going to be this explosion and all that. But if you actually look, okay, where's your strongest? So you focus on this. If what my weakness is, your weakness is this one, and my strongest is this one. So you can delegate things and know 100% the things is going to be taken care of. So I think it's super important knowing how to separate also when it comes to relationship, in business, especially when it comes to disagreements.
Yeah.
So if you guys know me
Yeah.
and watch me on social media, you will know that I've got one of the most phenomenal, fun, fantastic relationships on the planet.
Mhm.
And I can take it back to a day when we were in this business and I was trying to be Denise and Denise was trying to be me. And neither one of us was a very good replica of the other. So we got together and we built a list. And on that list, it was everything that Tom loves to do, everything Denise loves to do, everything that we do not like to do, what Denise doesn't like to do, what I don't like to do. And we put it on paper. And then I looked at the piece of paper and I gave Denise everything she liked to do, 100% of it. And then I took all the things that I still love to do that weren't on her side of the equation. And everything below that line, we filled out a job description from that and put it out and said, if somebody wants this job and is passionate about these things, we want to hire you. We hired that assistant and changed our life. Because all of a sudden, Denise was waking up with her hair on fire. Me too. None of us were doing anything that wasn't fun, including the assistant. And it was a great life and it worked out. I give you that as a wedding gift. It will save you.
Beautiful, thank you. And that's the thing, like how cool it is. Like, how long you guys been together? How long you guys been building together?
27 years, and it's as good today as it's better today than when we got married because we didn't know each other well enough to be able to handle the ups and downs. Today, nothing faces us.
Yeah, and that thing also goes back to what amazing profession, because you learn from people that you admire and you want to replicate. So I want to take now this and also like, okay, now her name is Mora. It's like, Mora, let's write down that your top things, my top things, and then write it down. And the rest we have an assistant, so we give it to her.
It works. It's unbelievable. And so, yeah.
There you go, Dave. I love that.
Amen.
Yeah,
Amen.
and Dave is building a great also with his wife.
Oh, that's so great. I love that. I love that. Yeah, what a joy. And there's just not that many, there's very few professions where you get to do that and you get to do it in a way that does allow, each of you to lean into your strengths and to have, to think like that entrepreneur, to go, okay, we're going to get somebody that's going to fill the gaps that neither of us wants to fulfill.
So no offense, Adrian, what I've noticed in the profession recently and over the last couple of years, I think it's improving a little bit, is that so many people are hiding behind AI, playing in social media, playing like they've got relationships with people that they really don't. And what I love about you is you don't do that. You use AI as a tool, for instance, the sponsor of our show Now site, but you don't make the tool the relationship. And so that you're not going underneath some sort of false premise like these people love you and you don't even know them. How important is it to have genuine, deep relationships, especially with your leaders?
That's great, because I think it all comes down to relationship as well, because you're going to do more from a friend than you will do from a boss. So I think building a friendship, building a bond, building a connection, and really caring, because if you actually really learn how, like, the dreams and the desire of your leaders, what you really want to help that person to grow and then develop, and so that can make it happen. So for example, we were in Guadalajara. It's a town, like a city in Mexico, a few weeks ago, and from there it was amazing because we were able to spend time with their families, with the most significant other, and building this relationship. And now you don't do it just because of that, so they can create volume. You do it because you really care. And actually now 3 of them, they are ranking up to one of the like mid-high level leader position in the company, and they will go super happy because we were there and build a connection, build a relationship, and invest the time to know them more.
Yeah, you're right. Another thing I want you guys to focus on, and here's what you want to be. You want to be that individual that you wish your upline was, and you want your team to believe you are the individual that they've always wanted. And those are two distinctly different things that you need to focus on, because you need to remember what happens in this profession is the leaders in the company have a tendency to dictate from above what they think you ought to be doing, but it's got massive influence on your organization. And while you need to be a partnership with your upline, you've got to be strong enough to that leader to say, I am believing in my team and I'm going to lead my team the best way that I can, no matter what. Would you agree with that?
100%. Because I think, as I said before, building connections, that's going to be staying stronger. And also, because you mentioned you mentioned before saying you always going to get the shiny things, and then people going to get approached 1,000% about different things and different. But if they never gonna look to stand a friend. So I think building relationship also is gonna bring also longevity into your business.
I love that. And your businesses are always, you're gonna face challenges, right? People are gonna the business is gonna go through stuff. People are gonna have down months. People are gonna leave. All those things are gonna happen. And if there's not a foundation of connection, if there's not a foundation of real leadership and relationship there, then those things are going to be where it all falls apart. But if you put the effort into that, then you can withstand the bumps that are going to be in the road, right?
100%. 100% is and later you're gonna look back, and you're gonna remember all the hard stuff, and you're gonna be laughing about it. And also remember, when you're sponsoring somebody, and I want you, if you can do this exercise the next time you're in front of somebody and you want to present the business, think about, imagine all the companies, or most of the companies, I don't want to say all because I don't know all of them, most of the companies have incentive trips. So your idea, when you're bringing somebody into your company, you're going to travel the world together. You're going to get free trips together. You're going to spend time together. You're going to cry. You're going to laugh. You're going to really know the person. So really go there and be like, hey, I want to make a friend. A great mentor of mine, Arjuna, he always say, make a friend, help your friend, make new friends, and help that new friends. And it's absolutely like this, because then when challenges comes, as we said before, you're gonna laugh about it in the future, and it's nothing as the feeling of being able to accomplish or go through a battle with a friend, and looking back and be like, wow, remember what we happened here, and for example, a joke we always do with Marco, and it's like when financially we start growing, it start to look like something, because we jump from small check to small check and go up and up. So be the spark to somebody so they can start believing in themselves and build that relationship genuinely, so they always want to be around you.
Wow. Well, we love you, and you have been such an incredible friend to us. And I see Michelle Barnes, who we all know, who you know. I mean, the people that you have lifted up in this profession, why your class professional demeanor is unbelievable. And I hope to heck you go down to Costa Rica with Rob Sperry in January. I don't know if you're going to come to that or not, but everywhere I go, you seem to be. And it is such a beautiful thing, because you are such a kind, beautiful spirit that just wants to give and serve and love. And that's what I want to be when I grow up. So we want to thank you for coming on. Who do we have next week?
Keith Callahan.
Oh, good. We've got this guy named Keith Callahan that we got from Jordan Adler. And he's a big Beachbody guy and was around forever and really, really made a big difference out there and knows his stuff. So you want to come on next week. But this week, how do they get a hold of Javier?
You can find him on Facebook. I think I got a banner for him. Do I? Maybe not. Look him up on Facebook. He is an awesome guy to be connected with. He's all over the world. And it's just been so great to have you on the show this week. Thank you so much, Javier.
Thank you so much. It was so much fun. And then I can't wait to see you again very, very soon.
I want to come to Mallorca, man. Figure out some way to do an event and I'll come over. I can get there for very easy. So I'm your man if you ever want to.
Awesome. We built an event. Like, tell me the day. We have an event for you. You're a guest speaker.
We've got a very old dinosaur coming to town, but let's show him the town. So I love you. I love you. I love you. And we'll see you later, man. Thanks for coming on.
Thank you.
Thanks,
Love you
everybody.
guys.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.